The nature of conflict is undergoing a profound transformation. No longer is warfare solely confined to physical domains like land, sea, air, and space. A new arena, the digital realm, has emerged as a critical and contested battlefield. Cyber warfare, once a niche concern, now occupies a central position in national security strategies globally. Nations are increasingly recognizing that dominance, or even parity, in cyberspace is essential for protecting critical infrastructure and projecting power. This digital frontier presents unique challenges and opportunities, reshaping military doctrines and forcing a re-evaluation of what it means to be at war in the 21st century. The invisible conflicts waged in networks and systems can have tangible, devastating, real-world consequences, affecting everything from power grids to financial markets. The ascent of cyber warfare signifies a paradigm shift. It has evolved from merely supporting traditional military operations to becoming a primary instrument of national power. Governments and military organizations worldwide are investing heavily in both offensive and defensive cyber capabilities. This includes the recruitment and training of specialized cyber warriors, the development of sophisticated digital weaponry, and the establishment of dedicated cyber commands. The United Kingdom, for example, recently launched its new Cyber and Electromagnetic Command, underscoring this strategic pivot. This command aims to integrate digital warfare capabilities across all branches of its armed forces, reflecting a global trend where digital prowess is seen as indispensable for modern military effectiveness and national resilience in an interconnected world. This escalating focus on the digital domain is driven by the understanding that cyber operations can offer asymmetric advantages. They can be used to disrupt an adversary's command and control systems, gather intelligence, disable critical infrastructure, or conduct information warfare to influence public opinion. The relatively low cost of entry for some cyber tools, compared to traditional military hardware, also makes it an attractive option for state and non-state actors alike. The UK military, for instance, has reported facing over 90,000 cyber attacks in the past 2 years alone, many attributed to state-sponsored groups. This highlights the persistent and growing threat landscape, where constant vigilance and adaptation are paramount for maintaining security and operational integrity in this new age. The very language of warfare is changing to accommodate this new reality. Defense Secretary John Healey's poignant statement, "The keyboard is now a weapon of war," encapsulates this fundamental change in military thinking. It acknowledges that actions performed in the virtual world can have direct and significant kinetic-like effects. Military planners must now consider the cyber implications of every operation, and cyber defenses are as crucial as physical fortifications. This necessitates a new breed of soldier, fluent in code and network architecture, and a new understanding of strategy that seamlessly blends digital tactics with conventional military force, preparing for conflicts where the first shots fired might be lines of malicious code. Modern military forces are rapidly moving beyond viewing cyber operations as a standalone capability. Instead, they are deeply integrating digital tools and techniques with traditional kinetic warfare. This synergy aims to create a more agile, informed, and lethal fighting force. Information gathered through cyber reconnaissance can inform troop movements, while cyber attacks can disable enemy air defenses, paving the way for airstrikes. Conversely, physical attacks might target an adversary's cyber infrastructure. This integration means that the digital and physical battlefields are becoming increasingly intertwined, with actions in one domain directly impacting the other. The goal is to achieve a holistic operational advantage where cyber power amplifies the effectiveness of conventional forces and vice versa, creating a multi-domain threat. A prime example of this integration is the United Kingdom's development of a digital targeting web. This ambitious project, set to be delivered by 2027, leverages artificial intelligence to connect soldiers and weapons systems with a vast network of information sources. Data from satellites, aircraft, drones, and ground sensors will be fused and analyzed in real time. This allows a threat identified by a sensor, perhaps on a ship or even in space, to be rapidly assessed and neutralized by the most appropriate asset, whether it's an F-35 aircraft, an unmanned drone, or even a precisely targeted cyber operation. This network-centric approach is designed to dramatically accelerate the decision-making cycle, often referred to as the OODA loop: observe, orient, decide, act, giving forces a critical time advantage over their adversaries. The strategic imperative behind such integration is to enhance battlefield awareness and achieve faster, more precise targeting. By connecting disparate systems through AI and advanced networking, military commanders can gain a clearer, more comprehensive picture of the operational environment. This allows for more efficient allocation of resources and the ability to engage targets with greater accuracy and reduced risk of collateral damage. The lessons learned from recent conflicts, such as the war in Ukraine, have further underscored the necessity of these integrated digital systems. In Ukraine, AI has reportedly been used to swiftly identify and strike military targets, demonstrating the potent combination of digital intelligence and physical firepower in contemporary warfare, making forces more responsive and lethal. This fusion of cyber and kinetic capabilities also extends to electromagnetic warfare. The UK's new Cyber and Electromagnetic Command, for instance, will not only coordinate offensive cyber operations with the National Cyber Force, but also focus on dominating the electromagnetic spectrum. This includes capabilities like degrading enemy command and control networks by jamming their communications, disrupting signals to drones or incoming missiles, and intercepting adversary transmissions. Such actions can effectively blind and deafen an opponent, creating windows of opportunity for friendly forces to act decisively. The comprehensive approach signifies that future conflicts will be fought not just with bombs and bullets, but with an orchestrated effort across the physical, digital, and electromagnetic domains. Artificial intelligence is no longer a concept confined to science fiction. It is rapidly becoming a cornerstone of modern military strategy. Nations are investing billions in AI research and development, seeking to harness its potential for a wide array of defense applications. These range from sophisticated intelligence analysis and predictive maintenance for equipment to autonomous navigation for vehicles and advanced target recognition systems. The UK's strategy, for example, heavily incorporates AI to enhance battlefield decision-making and the effectiveness of its forces. The integration of AI is seen as crucial for processing the vast amounts of data generated by modern sensors and for enabling forces to react more quickly and intelligently than their opponents in complex, fast-moving conflict scenarios. A significant and often controversial aspect of AI in the military is the development of autonomous weapons systems. These systems, sometimes referred to as lethal autonomous weapons or LAWs, are designed to select and engage targets without direct human intervention. Proponents argue that such systems can operate at speeds beyond human capability, react to threats more quickly, and reduce the risk to human soldiers in dangerous environments. Drones equipped with AI for surveillance and attack, robotic ground vehicles, and autonomous naval vessels are already being tested and, in some cases, deployed. The drive is to create machines that can perceive their environment, make decisions, and take action independently, fundamentally changing the calculus of warfare and the role of the human warfighter. The potential for AI-driven cyber operations represents another revolutionary frontier. Imagine AI algorithms capable of autonomously identifying vulnerabilities in enemy networks, developing and deploying exploits, and disabling critical systems at machine speed. Such capabilities could significantly amplify the scale and tempo of cyber warfare, potentially leading to what some analysts term disruption at scale, or even commandeering at scale, where entire fleets of enemy drones or networked weapons systems could be neutralized or turned against their owners. While these advanced AI-driven offensive cyber tools are still largely in development, the strategic implications are immense, promising both unprecedented capabilities and new, complex vulnerabilities that must be addressed proactively. However, the increasing reliance on AI and autonomous systems in warfare is not without significant ethical and strategic challenges. Questions surrounding accountability for actions taken by autonomous weapons, the potential for algorithmic bias leading to unintended targeting, and the risk of rapid, uncontrollable escalation in conflicts driven by AI are subjects of intense debate. There are concerns that a reliance on autonomous decision-making could lower the threshold for conflict or lead to situations where machines make life-or-death decisions without human moral judgment. Striking a balance between leveraging AI's tactical advantages and maintaining meaningful human control over the use of force is a critical challenge for policymakers and military leaders worldwide. Beyond the current advancements in AI and cyber capabilities, a new technological horizon looms large: quantum computing. The race towards quantum supremacy, the point at which a quantum computer can perform calculations that are practically impossible for even the most powerful classical supercomputers, carries profound implications for national security and military dominance. Quantum computers, by harnessing the strange principles of quantum mechanics, promise to revolutionize fields like materials science, drug discovery, and complex system modeling. For military applications, their potential to break existing encryption standards is perhaps the most immediate and significant concern, heralding a new era of cryptographic vulnerability and intelligence gathering. The threat to current encryption methods is a primary driver of the quantum arms race. Most of the secure communication and data protection systems used today by governments, militaries, financial institutions, and individuals rely on cryptographic algorithms that are computationally infeasible for classical computers to break in a reasonable time frame. However, a sufficiently powerful quantum computer running algorithms like Shor's algorithm could theoretically shatter these defenses with ease. This would render vast amounts of currently secure data, including classified government secrets and military communications, vulnerable to decryption. The prospect of a nation achieving this capability first creates a powerful incentive for others to accelerate their own quantum research programs, leading to intense global competition. In response to this looming threat, significant efforts are underway globally to develop quantum-resistant cryptography, QRC, also known as post-quantum cryptography. The goal is to create new encryption standards that can withstand attacks from both classical and quantum computers. This transition to QRC will be a massive undertaking, requiring updates to software, hardware, and infrastructure across countless systems. Simultaneously, nations are also exploring the offensive and defensive applications of quantum technology beyond code breaking. This includes quantum sensors for improved navigation and detection of stealth aircraft or submarines, and quantum communication networks that offer theoretically unhackable channels, creating a complex interplay of quantum offense and defense. The pursuit of quantum capabilities, alongside advancements in AI and cyber warfare, paints a picture of an accelerating technological arms race. The future of warfare will increasingly be shaped by a nation's ability to develop, integrate, and deploy these cutting-edge technologies faster and more effectively than its adversaries. This creates an environment of heightened strategic instability, where breakthroughs can quickly shift the balance of power. As nations invest heavily in these domains, the challenge will be to manage the risks associated with these powerful new tools, promote transparency where possible, and establish norms of behavior to prevent unintended escalation in an increasingly complex and technologically driven global security landscape. The future battlefield is being forged in laboratories today.